And when everything's going wrong, you've had days like that. Well, I was having a life like that, where
Wow.
everything was just going wrong. Nothing seemed to work. Nothing
Wow.
seemed to click. I seemed to be disconnected from my fellow man,
Wow.
from my environment, uh, you know, and I was in a pretty dismal state of mind and body when I got here.
Wow.
And that has stopped. That downward spiral has stopped and reversed. And I'm convinced, and there's evidence to indicate that my time here has been well spent.
Can you make can you recall at what point you felt that it was sort of stopping and sort of
Well, the first day,
really?
yeah, and that was because I was around you and Hugh, who had a concern about me, and just knowing that someone cares about you, because in the condition, in the situations I was in, it seemed like I had no connection with anybody. You know, I was just by myself. It was just me against the world, so to speak. I know that sounds like a cliche, but it just seemed like that. But then when someone showed that they had an interest in my health and in my well-being, uh, that encouraged me. So that really started on day one when I saw how, and then over a period of days, I saw how energetic and engaged you were, and how much time it consumed and energy it consumed for you to to get me to this level. Uh, I said, well, you know, that's rare. That's rare to have someone take a perfect stranger and be willing to make the sacrifice necessary to help them make some progress.
Mm. So with all these improvements, you feel great. Your anxiety level is low. You're sleeping a little bit better.
Hmm.
What about your ability to breathe?
You know, uh, it's been a slow uphill process. I was really having some breathing problems when I came here. I couldn't walk to the road and back without stopping 5 or 6 times to catch my breath. This morning I walked down and walked back and didn't have to stop but once. So my breathing has improved.
Mm.
It's about the size circle I walked when I first came here. And when I first came here, I was breathing hard when I stopped. I still, it elevates my breathing just a little bit, but it's nothing like it was.
I think when we first started talking and started to work together, in the first leg of improvement, you'd gotten 10% improvement in your breathing. Do you think you could put a number on it today? What kind of percentage
I say
improvement?
it's as high as 20% improvement
20%.
with no medications. Now, when I take the two medications prescribed for the condition I have, the COPD and the chronic bronchitis, there's two medications they had me on that worked. And I probably got a 20% improvement when I use those medications. Now I've gotten the 20% improvement without any medication.
Hmm. Hmm. So how about your blood pressure? How'd you fare with that?
I checked my blood pressure a few days ago, and it was 123 over 83, which is normal. It's considered a normal blood pressure, and so that's a tremendous improvement. I didn't check my blood pressure when I came here, so I don't know, but I know some of the symptoms when my blood pressure gets real high, and I was having those symptoms like pain in my jaw, headaches, throbbing in my throat, just a bloated feeling, and I had that. And a few weeks after my blood pressure was low, it's gone down. I have normal blood pressure now, where I haven't had that in a long time.